Nowadays, 1 out of every 100 children are born with problems of communication worldwide. According to the World Health Organization, 585 million of people have problems of communication. It is estimated that 850,000 people have Down syndrome in Latin America. And on the basis of the current information of the Solidarity Mission Manuel Espejo, 8,750 people exist with Down syndrome in Ecuador. Down syndrome is a genetic disorder caused by a copy of the extra chromosome 21. The biggest difficulty for them is that they have trouble speaking and listening. Gaining their attention is not easy, so their teachers use didactic resources, being the most important the board of communication. But having to build these boards manually for each activity performed takes a lot of time and space. So if we create more interactive methods to gather attention and stimulate their learning, education and life quality will improve. That's why we decided to develop SiDow. Beyond the solution is the inclusion. SiDow is an application developed with Microsoft technology, whose main function is a board of communication. Our main goal is to reach a full social inclusion. We firmly believe that the creation of SiDow will serve all people with Down syndrome or communicative disabilities. SiDow is composed by a web and a mobile part, using several technologies. Web part. The final user, by means of the internet, communicates with the Azure server, where there is the web application client, which uses a speech synthesizer, animations of an avatar and the webcam. Additionally, it communicates with a SQL database, where the users register. Windows Phone. SiDow on Windows Phone uses Windows Phone device, a speech recognition, SQL database server on an Azure server, a camera, an avatar, and Net Framework 4.5. General structure of the system. Of general form, SiDow is formed by the logical part, a board of communication, a communicator, games and activities, and the model of augmented reality, proposing a scalable and adaptable structure to changes and improvements. SiDow is a multi-platform system. It has a board of communication, a communicator, a model of games, and augmented reality. The board of communication has different symbols for words and phrases. Each button is a pictogram corresponding to the desired word. When you select a pictogram, the system places meaning with an avatar that shows the articulation of the mouth, thereby strengthening its correct pronunciation. The communicator is an interpreter that receives the audio issued by the person with Down syndrome or communicative disabilities, expressing in a 95% what they mean. To reinforce their learning, SiDow contains a model of games and activities based on pictograms, developing this way their cognitive skills. Another way to interact with them is augmented reality. The pictograms more used have a 3D model that can be viewed through the camera of the devices. Thanks to the host of the Institute of Specialized Education, Ambato, we could determine that the people who have communication impairment or Down syndrome can improve their learning development as their intellectual capacity.
La idea del proyecto me pareció interesante y muy importante, ya que se han hecho algunas experiencias con mis chicos en las horas de terapia y les ha llamado mucho la atención, les gusta trabajar, interactúan, que a diferencia de lo que es con el material didáctico que uno trabaja. Les gusta, les satisface, sería muy importante para trabajar y no solo a nivel de parálisis cerebral, autismo, sino a nivel general de discapacidad, porque es un programa en donde también les ayudan y se puede visualizar lo que es la articulación de los labios y la producción del habla. Esto beneficiaría mucho a la desmotización de la mayor parte de niños.
SiDow team is working on the implementation of a chat that aims to keep in touch and integrate them into social networks by this method. Remember that Down syndrome causes disability, but it is not a disease, and they, like us, have the same right to transmit their ideas and communicate, because beyond the solution is the inclusion.